Hello friends and welcome to Star Tears. Today, we honor the lives of 6 extraordinary individuals who passed away on November 18th, 2025. Every life has a story. Every story carries influence. In this episode, we will explore the journeys, challenges, and achievements of these 6 remarkable people. Those whose lives remind us that even though life is fleeting, the stories we leave behind can last forever. Let's begin with the first of these unforgettable lives. Guido Bastianini was an Italian scholar, papyrologist, and classical philologist whose work had a profound impact on the study of ancient Greek literature and the understanding of Hellenistic and Roman culture. Born in 1937, Bastianini dedicated his life to the study of papyri, fragile documents that preserve the voices of the ancient world. Over decades of rigorous scholarship, he became one of the most respected authorities in his field, combining meticulous textual analysis with a deep understanding of the historical and cultural context of the texts he studied. Bastianini's academic journey began with a thorough grounding in classical studies in Italy. Fascinated by the way ancient texts were transmitted across centuries, he focused on papyrology, the study of manuscripts written on papyrus. These texts, often fragmentary and damaged, require extraordinary skill to decipher, contextualize, and edit. Bastianini's expertise in this field allowed him to reconstruct lost literary works, shedding light on pieces of Greek literature that had been forgotten or partially lost over time. He spent much of his professional life at the University of Florence, where he taught Greek literature and papyrology. In this role, he influenced generations of students, instilling not only technical knowledge but also a deep respect for the fragility and importance of ancient texts. He emphasized the patience and careful methodology required to work with delicate papyrus documents and encouraged his students to approach every fragment with both scholarly rigor and curiosity. Bastianini's research focused heavily on papyri from Oxyrhynchus, one of the most significant archaeological sites for classical manuscripts. These discoveries include fragments of works by authors such as Sappho, Menander, Euripides, and many lesser-known or anonymous writers. Bastianini meticulously edited and interpreted these fragments, often reconstructing portions of texts that had previously been unreadable. His publications provided critical editions of these works, including detailed commentary on language, literary style, and historical significance. Through his efforts, he helped preserve and transmit the richness of Greek literary culture to modern scholarship. Beyond individual texts, Bastianini was deeply involved in broader academic collaborations. He participated in international projects to catalog, conserve, and publish papyrological collections. His colleagues recognized him as a scholar who could balance precision with intellectual insight, bridging the gap between textual criticism, historical context, and literary analysis. His work has been widely cited and remains foundational in the study of Greek, papyri, and classical philology. André Chandernagor was a distinguished French historian, author, and public servant whose career spanned several decades, marked by contributions to historical scholarship, cultural preservation, and education. Born in France in 1928, Chandernagor grew up during a period of immense social and political change, experiences that would shape both his intellectual pursuits and his public service. From an early age, he showed a keen interest in history and literature, pursuing formal studies in French and European history. His passion for understanding the past was not limited to academic theory. He sought to connect historical knowledge with contemporary issues, believing that a society that understands its past is better equipped to face the present. Chandernagor became well known for his meticulous historical research, particularly on French political and cultural history. His publications examined the evolution of governance, the role of key figures in French society, and the cultural movements that shaped modern France. He was celebrated for his ability to combine scholarly rigor with accessible writing, making history engaging not only for academics but also for the general public. In addition to his scholarly work, Chandernagor held various positions in the French government and public institutions. He worked to promote cultural initiatives, historical preservation, and educational programs, emphasizing the importance of public access to knowledge. Colleagues remembered him as a thoughtful administrator who approached policy with both intelligence and empathy, striving to balance efficiency with a deep respect for cultural heritage. Throughout his life, André Chandernagor remained committed to teaching and mentoring. He frequently lectured at universities, wrote extensively, and guided young historians in developing both their research skills and their critical thinking abilities. His students often spoke of his patience, clarity, and encouragement, noting that he inspired them to pursue excellence in their work while remaining grounded in the broader societal implications of historical study. Chandernagor's influence extended beyond France. He participated in international conferences, collaborated with scholars around the world, and contributed to projects aimed at preserving historical documents and promoting global understanding of European history. His research continues to be cited in academic works, reflecting the enduring value of his scholarship. He passed away in 2025, leaving behind a legacy of intellectual curiosity, rigorous scholarship, and public service. André Chandernagor is remembered not only for his contributions to historical research but also for his commitment to education, cultural preservation, and the belief that understanding history is essential to shaping a more informed and thoughtful society. Spencer Rocco Lofranco was a Canadian filmmaker, screenwriter, and director whose work captured the complexities of human experience through compelling storytelling and cinematic vision. Born in Toronto, Canada, Lofranco grew up surrounded by the vibrant culture of film and media, which inspired his early interest in storytelling. From a young age, he was drawn to the power of visual narratives, recognizing how film could evoke emotions, challenge perceptions, and explore the depths of human relationships. Lofranco began his career studying film and media, developing a strong foundation in both the technical and creative aspects of filmmaking. His early projects showcased his ability to craft engaging stories with complex characters, blending elements of drama, suspense, and social commentary. He quickly gained recognition for his skill in directing performances and for his meticulous attention to detail, both in cinematography and in narrative structure. Throughout his career, Lofranco worked on a range of films, from independent features to collaborative projects with established production companies. His work often explored themes of identity, morality, and the struggles individuals face in navigating personal and societal challenges. Audiences and critics alike praised his ability to bring authenticity and nuance to his characters, creating films that were not only visually striking but emotionally resonant. In addition to directing, Lofranco was also a talented screenwriter, known for his ability to translate complex ideas into compelling scripts. His writing reflected a deep understanding of human psychology and social dynamics, often exploring the tensions between ambition, loyalty, and ethical dilemmas. Many of his works were noted for their layered narratives, blending suspenseful plot lines with introspective character development. Lofranco's contributions extended beyond his personal projects. He actively collaborated with other filmmakers, supporting emerging talent and sharing his expertise in workshops, lectures, and mentoring programs. His dedication to nurturing the next generation of filmmakers demonstrated his belief in the transformative power of cinema and the importance of fostering creative communities. Even as his career progressed, Lofranco remained committed to pushing the boundaries of storytelling. He experimented with narrative structures, visual techniques, and innovative approaches to character development, continually seeking to engage audiences in meaningful and thought-provoking ways. His films were celebrated in festivals and showcased internationally, earning him both recognition and admiration in the global film community. Spencer Rocco Lofranco passed away in 2025, leaving behind a legacy of artistic vision, innovation, and dedication to the craft of filmmaking. Alevtina Sergeyevna Olyunina was a celebrated Soviet and Russian athlete known for her exceptional achievements in cross-country skiing during the 1960s and 1970s. Born in 1942, Olyunina grew up in a country that placed a strong emphasis on sports, fitness, and national pride, and she quickly demonstrated a natural talent for endurance sports. Her dedication, discipline, and perseverance would soon make her one of the most respected and accomplished athletes of her era. Olyunina's career in competitive skiing began at a young age, as she trained intensively in local clubs and regional competitions. Her talent was soon recognized at the national level, and she became part of the Soviet sports program, which identified and cultivated elite athletes. In this highly competitive environment, Olyunina's skill, stamina, and strategic approach to racing set her apart from her peers. She quickly rose through the ranks, representing her country in international competitions and earning a reputation as a formidable competitor on the world stage. Her dedication culminated in remarkable performances at the Winter Olympics, where she competed against the best athletes from around the world. Olyunina's accomplishments included winning multiple Olympic medals, a testament not only to her physical endurance but also to her mental fortitude and tactical intelligence. Beyond the Olympics, she excelled in world championships and other international events, consistently demonstrating excellence and elevating the prestige of Soviet cross-country skiing. Olyunina was known for her rigorous training regimen and her relentless pursuit of improvement. She combined natural talent with a disciplined approach, focusing on both physical conditioning and technical skill. Her ability to maintain composure under pressure and to perform at her best in the most challenging conditions became a hallmark of her career. Coaches and teammates often praised her leadership and dedication, noting that she inspired those around her to strive for excellence. Off the ski tracks, Olyunina also contributed to the development of sports in her country. She participated in mentoring young athletes, sharing her expertise, experience, and passion for cross-country skiing. Her influence extended beyond her own career, helping to cultivate a new generation of skiers who looked up to her both as a role model and as a pioneer in the sport. Even after retiring from active competition, Olyunina remained closely connected to the athletic community. She attended events, offered guidance to coaches and athletes, and continued to serve as an ambassador for the sport she loved. Her legacy is not only measured in medals and titles, but in the inspiration she provided to countless aspiring athletes who followed in her footsteps. Alevtina Sergeyevna Olyunina passed away in 2025, leaving behind a legacy of dedication, discipline, and excellence in cross-country skiing. Alekos Flambouraris was a prominent Greek politician and public servant whose career was defined by his dedication to public policy, social welfare, and the political life of Greece. Born in the mid-20th century, Flambouraris grew up during a period of significant social and political change in Greece, experiences that would profoundly shape his understanding of governance and civic responsibility. Flambouraris became actively involved in politics at an early stage, driven by a desire to contribute to the development of his country and to engage directly with the challenges faced by its citizens. His early career was marked by engagement in local and national political structures, where he worked to address issues such as economic development, social justice, and public administration. Over the years, Flambouraris established himself as a figure known for his thoughtful approach to governance and his commitment to practical solutions. He held several significant positions in government, including advisory roles and ministerial responsibilities, where he focused on policies affecting the economy, public finance, and social programs. His work often required navigating complex political landscapes and building consensus among diverse stakeholders. Flambouraris was particularly recognized for his close collaboration with other leaders and his capacity to provide strategic guidance on critical issues. Colleagues and political analysts noted his ability to combine technical expertise with political acumen, ensuring that policies were not only theoretically sound but also practically implementable. His influence extended across multiple administrations, making him a key figure in shaping Greek public policy over decades. In addition to his formal political work, Flambouraris was known for his commitment to mentoring younger politicians and public servants. He shared his knowledge and experience with the next generation, emphasizing the importance of integrity, careful analysis, and long-term thinking in public service. Many of those who worked alongside him have spoken about his guidance and the lasting impact of his advice on their careers. Flambouraris also engaged with the broader public through interviews, speeches, and writings, helping to communicate complex policy decisions and political developments in ways that were accessible to citizens. His dedication to transparency and public understanding reinforced his reputation as a politician who cared deeply about both the mechanics of government and the people it served. Alekos Flambouraris passed away in 2025, leaving behind a legacy of dedicated public service, strategic thinking, and political mentorship. His contributions to Greek politics and public administration continue to be recognized by colleagues, historians, and citizens alike. William Allan Bardeen was an American theoretical physicist whose career became closely connected with the development of modern, high-energy physics in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. Born into a family already deeply rooted in science, he was the son of John Bardeen, the only person in history to win the Nobel Prize in Physics twice. However, despite the weight of such a legacy, William Bardeen built his own professional path and reputation in the scientific world. He studied physics at Harvard University, where he earned his PhD and began focusing on the theoretical foundations of particle physics. From early in his career, Bardeen was drawn to questions about the structure of matter, the origin of mass, and the forces that govern the smallest building blocks of reality. These interests led him to Fermilab, Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory, where he became one of the key theoretical figures for several decades. At Fermilab, Bardeen worked on quantum chromodynamics, QCD, the theory describing the strong nuclear force, and on the Standard Model of particle physics. His research touched on crucial problems such as the nature of symmetry breaking, the mass hierarchy of elementary particles, and the possible existence of physics beyond the Standard Model. He also contributed significantly to theoretical work related to supersymmetry and the strong CP problem, which aims to explain why certain expected symmetry violations do not occur in nature. Bardeen was not only a researcher but also a scientific organizer and strategist. He served as Associate Director for High-Energy Physics at Fermilab, where he helped guide the laboratory's scientific vision during important periods of transition in particle physics. These were years when experiments became larger, more international, and more complex, requiring close coordination between theoreticians and experimentalists. Bardeen was known for his ability to bridge these worlds, connecting abstract theory with experimental goals. He was also deeply involved in mentoring young scientists. Many students and early career researchers who worked with him later recalled his clarity of thinking, patience in discussions, and ability to challenge ideas without dismissing people. For him, physics was not only about solving equations, but about creating an environment where new generations could develop their own ideas. Bardeen frequently participated in international conferences and workshops, representing Fermilab and the broader American physics community. He was involved in discussions about the future of high-energy physics, including next-generation particle accelerators and long-term research strategies. His influence extended beyond his own publications, shaping how major institutions approached fundamental physics problems. As we come to the end of today's episode, let us remember one important thing. Life is fragile, and every moment truly matters. Cherish the people around you, follow your dreams, and never take time for granted. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Many more stories await.